Yo guys, it's your homie Zeno Pay. I'd like to welcome y'all into the SkyForge video, and today we're going to be going over the Nihaz raid. Right here, guys, we have released the triggers, and what you guys want to do here is just the first part of the whole deal is you want to just go through all these trash mobs, and once you get through all these trash mobs, you guys are going to want to release the triggers on both sides of the map, and then you guys will open a door, and you guys will go through the portal. This raid was pretty easy. Just to inform you guys, the raid was also that we did was the directive, so the 50. I'm pretty sure that the hard mode is going to be the same way, but maybe a little harder, even though it's out. I still haven't attempted it yet, so here's hoping I can get you guys a guide for that, or maybe hopefully if I get lucky I can just edit this guide and add some hard mode mechanics to it, so that way we get down to that. But alright guys, we're going to go ahead and get to the energy sources and the dodge lasers. How you guys want to do this part is if you guys are a Revenant, you guys can cheese this part just like I did right here in the video. When you guys can use your RB, and you'll just glide right past the lasers. If you guys get hit by these lasers, you will die. It does like a quadrillion damage, over exaggerating, but they do fuck tons of damage. And but if you're not a Rev, you just wait until the pattern sorts out and you go ahead and get through it. All right, now how to do this part, guys, is you want to go ahead, it's like a 5-man for the directive, so you want your 2 top DPSers to go by themselves, left or right, and the rest of the people go left or right. So in our case, we had the 2 top DPSers go left, and the rest of us went right, because these energy sources that you have to bring down to 95%, you don't have to necessarily get them down to 95% at the same time. But if you wait too long, they recharge. They go back to like 100% health, the 20 bars that you see there. So that's why it's ideal to have to split the group up here, so that way you can do this quick. So as you guys can see, the 95 percentile has already been hit on that left side. We were taking our time killing ads, our fault, but you guys want to go ahead and just do as much DPS as you possibly can to this thing. It'll stop at 1 bar and it'll say like 4%, I believe it will, but once you guys get them both to 95%, they will be destroyed. And then we'll be able to move on to the next part. So you guys are doing all this while you're trying to take care of ads. Ads infinite spawn here, and it's a clusterfuck. So just be prepared for the ads and all that good stuff. All right, guys, here, which is the next part of the raid, we have destroy the generators. And what you guys want to do is you guys will come up to a boss. Don't fight the boss. Go ahead and get the generators first. It just seems like that's the way to go. You can go in and fight the boss if you want. I don't think it makes a difference, but this is what we did. And there'll be a generator on the side of the map and on the other side of the map. So you got 2 generators to destroy, and once you guys get the 2 generators and destroy the special troop, you guys will be able to move on to the next part. And this next part, guys, is Belfar boss. He has 20 bars of life. You just guys want to go there and just wallywop him. Just do as much damage as you can. And once you guys get him to so much damage, he'll go immune. And once he goes immune, you guys are going to have to look for another type of enemy. Can't really remember the name, but you guys will see it. It's aggressor. There we go. It's an aggressor, guys. You guys want to get that aggressor because that's what makes him invulnerable for some damage. And once you guys take care of all the aggressors, you guys can continue doing DPS on him and just destroy him. So this is like a really easy boss fight. There's nothing to get sweaty about. There's nothing to worry about. None of you guys should have any problem with him, unless you guys can't do the DPS, obviously. But if you guys have a bunch of 80s and, maybe a couple 79s, 78s, this should be no problem. So and the turrets, guys, you really don't have to worry about. They do shit for damage. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into the next part. And the next part of the guide is closing the demonic portals. When you guys get to Nihaz, before you guys can get to him, you guys got to initiate it, which you guys walk up there, and then you guys come back, and these demonic portals, those are my guinea pigs. I'm sorry, guys, if that is even on the mic, but they're pretty loud because they're hungry. I got to feed them. But the portals, you have to go up to him and press A. Then your character will go into an animation, and you guys will close these portals. And there's a bunch spawn on the left side and a bunch spawn on the right side. So basically, the method here is go left to right, while taking care of ads. You don't want the ad to hit the person that is closing the portals, the portal rusher. You got to protect that guy. All right, guys. Now we are in Nihaz, and now we have the pink orb phase, guys. This is the boss fight. This is just the mechanics. There are no typical order, so just be aware of that. The pink orb phase, guys. What you want to do is once you guys fuck them up and do a bunch of DPS to them, you guys want to back off and you dodge these orbs because these orbs mess you up. They do. Just, DOT, when you run into them, with the lightning damage, but you just want to stay away from them. You dodge them. This part, you want to go to like the place where it's the lowest platform on the map. And when you guys get to the lowest platform on the map, it will, they're easier to manage because they all come from the front. And then as soon as you guys see his bar not invulnerable anymore, you guys will be able to attack him and doing even more DPS for him. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the next part after we DPS him is the Supernova bubble phase. The reason why it's called Supernova bubble phase is because once you guys get him down to a certain amount, he'll go into this phase, and what he will do is he'll go up in the air and start summoning a supernova, and these bubbles here is what's going to protect you from the supernova. If you are not in these bubbles, you will get annihilated, destroyed, and he'll do this about 3-4 times. So what you guys are going to want to do is just switch bubbles and wait for him to do it again, and then he'll just keep on blowing it up, but just be smart about it, guys. Just stay with your team. If one person dies in this raid, you guys are all gonna die. It's pretty messed up. And while all this is going on, guys, like even before I couldn't get any footage of it, the tank, you guys want a knight because he has the spear. He's able to throw the spear at satellites, which is like off the map, and that's why you guys want a knight for this part. A knight is a necessity for this part, for this fight. So make sure you guys have a knight, and you'll see a purple marker for the knight, and he's just gonna have to throw his spears towards that and destroy that satellite, or else it'll DOT you guys over time and just kill you. Now we have the symbol phase, guys. In the symbol phase, what we have here is you guys will get a sword, an eye, and a star. And you guys have to, whatever you guys have on top of you, you go to the corresponding circle. And the way you guys do this is it's like fusion dance. When when Piccolo was showing Gotenks or Trunks and Goten how to fusion dance, this is exactly like that. You guys want to stay in sync, stay pretty far apart, make sure it doesn't turn red. It's gonna happen, but you want to make sure it doesn't do it too much, because in hard mode you will die, and in easy mode you take damage over time. So it's pretty much easy. Just stay apart, all that good stuff, and hopefully you guys can get through that. Then onto the spark phase, guys. The spark phase is you'll see the spark go into one portal, and you get your top DPSer to go into that portal to achieve the spark. I don't have that footage of him actually going into the portal, but that's basically what it is. And once he does have the spark, you guys want to go to one part of the room and wait for all the enemies to spawn. And once all the enemies spawn, you guys go ahead and just unleash fury on your enemies, destroying every single one of them before Nihaz's invulnerability goes away. I mean, it makes no difference even if the enemies are still there, but it just makes it a little harder to manage because you guys do want those enemies to be dead, or else they're poking you constantly every time you're doing damage to Nihaz, and nobody wants that. Okay, guys, we also have the bomb phase. In the bomb phase, you guys see I have a red orb on top of me. Now, this red orb, if this explodes, this kills me, and if it kills me, it kills everybody else. It's pretty dangerous. You don't want to be by anybody when it does go off, but to keep it from going off is I know it's gonna sound really weird, you want to go towards your group, and your group will protect you. They'll be your bodyguards. Those red orbs, the pink orb phase that I was telling you guys about, goes along with this. If those hit you, you blow up and your team just wipes. It sucks. So just have them bodyguard you and keep you protected, and once the orb's gone, Nihaz's invulnerability will go away, and you guys will be able to mess him up. Other than that, guys, I hope I explained this to to where you guys can understand. Just these are all the mechanics of this raid. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. So if you guys like what I do here, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you guys want more SkyForge content, guides, rotations, any of that stuff, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also, guys, we're almost to 1K. I'm hoping we hit it soon because we have 27 days left before it goes away. And I also wanted to give a shout out to my homie Double Good. I'm going to put his link down in the description below. He is a streamer on Mixer, so guys, go check him out. He's pretty cool and helps all the people out in the SkyForge community. Hope you guys like it. Peace.